So I already framed it in. So you're saying, what did you frame it in for? Well, my filter is supposed to be right there. And then I was trying to figure it out. If I frame it in for a double filter, and I only have one filter, I'm going to lose my stuff I need. This is going to pull back like that. There's a gap right now between this filter and the piece behind it. Between the housing and the filter, there's a little bit of gap. Now this is going to be sucked back. This is going to suck back, but it really needs a some sort of foam gasket. Let's see what I just happened to find it outside. The wind blew it off on the ground. And don't mind me, I was tripping over myself over here. Still alive. This may be too thick. Now I have some thinner stuff at the house. This is the stuff from my son's heater box that was laying outside in the weather. Now my assumption is this might be too thick of foam. But we didn't use it on the box because I didn't need it on the box, I think, was the deal. But I need to put some kind of foam between here and there, so when I put my other plate on here to get the tube out the wall, because that's what I got to do too. When I slide this in, it was supposed to be right butt against it, and you guys, you can't see there very well. Yeah, you can't see very well there. Let me you get the ladder. You guys are charged up enough to be brought up in the air, unless you're afraid of heights. Are you afraid of heights? I looked at the comments, but you know, the other night I can turn this plasma cutter off. The other night I was talking so much, and the manager was giving me a hard time. He was telling me I was gabbing too much and not getting nothing done, so you know how that is. So yeah. So my stationary camera that I got sitting here that's giving me a hard time. I gotta take a picture of it first. You guys will say, what are you talking about? But I don't have any content for the other pre-recorded stuff, so I gotta catch up on that. Alright, so you guys can see what I'm talking about now. Alright, see the gap between here? The vacuum is going to pull it over a little bit. There's still going to be some suction between that. You're going to say, what about that over there? Well, what about that over there? Normally, I could have put the filters in for the top, but if I put the filters in for the top, let me show you what that would look like. Hey, you could have put the filters in for the top and it would have saved all that room. Well, if I put the filters in for the top, you're right. It would have been closer. Not that much closer though. Or were we talking 2 inches? 2 inches difference? And I would have had to make this higher. And then I could have pulled the filters out the roof, right? Yeah. But I don't know. Well, that's how you learn, right? By mistakes. But, yeah. So anyways, what are we talking? 4 more inches or something? So it's not that far off. Besides, I want to repurpose these filters because they come for free out of the house. Out of the house, free. So I'm not paying money for them, and they're like, I think somebody's selling some on Marketplace, but I don't think they're that size because I was going to grab a couple more from somebody else. But they're never the same size. Never say never, but I can't put 2 different sizes in there because that makes absolutely no sense. You guys are at 68%. Yeah, so I got to put some foam on there in between it. Because once I put the piece on, because I was thinking that all over too. It's like, now what am I going to put on this side of it so I can get all that suction? And that's why I need to put some foam between it. So when this starts to pull vacuum, it's not leaking through this filter. And it may still leak through this filter. And maybe a good point is once I put something around this, it still may leak through that way. So my option would be is if I can find some filters used that are shorter, I mean, that would be the way to go. But right now I'm just repurposing. How much shorter? How much shorter? Well, the 20-inch filter would probably work fine. This is a 25-inch filter. So if I found some 20-inch filters that were 5 inches thick on Marketplace, I probably should buy them. And that wouldn't affect anything because it would still work like it wanted to. It just the filter would be that long, which would be good. Yeah, I still see your messages. No, you haven't timed out yet. So I can, I'm just repurposing a filter that's I don't know. I would tend to say they're like $30 a piece, at least. Could be more, but I don't think I got enough of that foam. And I got some other foam at the house that's not quite this thick, because this is pretty thick. And if I put that around there, this, I think when I put that filter in there, I might just rip this right off the glue, because I don't think it's going to stick. It may stick on this for the first time, but pushing in and out, if it's so thick, it'll just come off. And so then I'll be messing with that. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. And then I was thinking, like, what do I do in there? I made this thing initially. I made this housing thing to go against that. So what about using that somewhere it's like that? And then I can just bring my tube out of there for the sucking point of it. You're saying, well, maybe it'll rub on the inside. It may rub inside because my welding that together on a whim, it looks pretty rough in here. It looks really rough in here. It doesn't look that bad from your side, but inside, hurry and blobbing this together, it looks pretty bad. So I got more tin. It's not the issue. It's just that. And I can grind that down. But she's already warped. She's already warped. And so I need to, you know, from the heat of it, Welding her doll, brought it all out of kitty wampas. And so I made that tube. So I may be making something like this, similar, again. That was just to see how well it sucked. Yep, that's where we're at. So I wanted to cut some more braces for here, but then mainly to hold that tube up. Once I get that tube out, you know, sticking out here from, I'll give you a short version of a tube coming out. It'll probably be sticking out like this. And it doesn't need to stick out that far. Really. That's a insulator one. They use it for heating stuff. So I really don't need that heavy duty of a pipe. I do have some thinner stuff here that I was going to use. It's all the same. This is supposed to come up like this, come out of there, and then this is supposed to have a flexible joint on it. Supposed to have a flexible joint, so I can swing it like an arm. Yeah. If you get the gist on all that. Are you talking like a sucking device for fumes? Yeah, it's the first one. Like I said, I watched quite a few videos on YouTube of other people doing it, and mine's pretty close to theirs. Mine's the same if not the same. They just made it probably a little smaller than mine. I don't. They went and bought majority of stuff for theirs because they just don't, you know, money was no object there, I think. Money is no object, and my idea is to use no money. You know what I'm saying? This was all bed iron. This is all pinned from a file cabinet. The blower was from an old furnace. The motor was from an old furnace. I think I would have a switch that I put somewheres like on that shelf over there for in case I need to put a switch in something. So I probably got a switch. So just my time into it is what I got, and the wire, you know, the wire for it. So that would be my purpose behind doing it like I'm doing it. Is to do it for nothing. Cost no, you know, no dollar figure in materials, and other people would probably do it because they need one and they want to do a video that nobody else did, and money was no object for them. You know what I'm saying? Am I getting people to watch it? Yeah, a few people. Does it matter to me if they watch? Sure, but you can't make somebody watch something that takes too long, and this is taking too long, but that's what you do when you repurpose stuff. To cut the stuff down, you just don't have bulk steel laying around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, you watch, I think if I ever watched full through Well, usually when I watch somebody else's video, they're doing that made something. If it's 45 minutes, I probably watch, I don't know, 15 minutes of it and go, I already got your plan, I already got what you got going on, so I don't need to watch anymore. I already stole your idea. Well, I didn't. I was just trying to find something to use for something like this. And something to make it work. I knew if it blew on one end, it has to suck on the other end. Yeah, that's what I was telling somebody the other day. People, when I start talking about subscribing to my channel, people will just click off, and they'll just click off the channel when I tell them. I said, "Why don't you subscribe?" And then if you're going to come back and like what's going on, and if you get bored of me, then unsubscribe. But if you subscribe, then you can find me easy, because all you have to do is click on the channel, and it could, like, what was I? When I was looking at the monitor with the IT pie guy, the son-in-law, and it was like 3. He says, it's not on here. It's not on here. I said, just keep scrolling across like three things, and it showed right up. So, you know, that's why I tell people, it's like, hey, subscribe if you like what I'm doing, and then if you get bored and you say you're bored of the guy, all he does is talk, and then unsubscribe and move on. But what if I come back with something you kind of like, and you've already unsubscribed? That's why I subscribe to people that I see their idea and I want to steal it, some of it, for something I want to do, and then I have it, and I can go back and find the channel and go back to the video and use part of what they already got to do it my own way. Because guys, we have to do it our own way. People just have to do it their own way. You can't do it their way. You have to do it your way, because it's your way. So anyways, yeah. So I'm going to cut some of this angle iron up. I trimmed the tin. You have to go back. I don't know what to call you. Out? How about if I just call you Ak? Hey Ak. You go back to the beginning of the channel, beginning of the vid, and I just plasma cut three sheets off for the top. I got to do the side, but I wanted to put at least one brace in here. I got the other braces in. Well, I was going to show you that, wasn't I? Yeah, I was going to show you that. You can go back to the video, and I put my braces in. Tripping on myself. I got the braces in. Got this brace in. I got the other one in. I haven't spot welded it on the outside yet. That'll keep that tin effect I was telling you about. Okay. Once it starts blowing, you'll hear all that. But once I spot weld down the side of it, you won't get that as much. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, because I'm not perfect. So that'll stop that. That's why I put those 2 other braces in. And like I said, I already got some bed iron to do that. Like I said, I got more sheet metal to put on this side. That metal was for the top. Yeah. And then I got to cover this. I got one piece for that. I got one already cut out for that. I need to cut that piece for the top above there and make it look pretty on there. And then I was looking for some mesh to put over the blower side, and I didn't. Well, let's say I didn't look enough. Oh, is that what it's for? Oh, okay. What, you like a James Bond? Johnny's Bond fan? Is that what that is? Or do you like to eat that kind of meat? Just... So it's raining like mad out right now, so we're... they're already showing that the snow's coming back in on the back side of this, so it's raining pretty heavy out there. We lost like, the only place we got snow is big piles, and like where my son drove down the hill to go around our buildings, it's packed down. Oh, really? Huh. Yeah, I won't tell you my nicknames, what they called me in school. Because I had a lot of them. I think everybody had a nickname for me in school. Yeah. I was the guy that was always... I was the guy that... was always in a metal shop or wood shop or only thing I didn't do was building trades, but I did the rest of it. Yeah, no building trades for me. I did car stuff, welding, wood shop, and I think I only need like just one piece right here. I was gonna do two. You guys can't even see me. I was gonna do two braces down here because I was gonna run that tube through there. But I'm not sure now. I'm not sure if I should. What's it going to hurt if I have two of them, right? Just free metal. It's just free metal, that's all, right? This thing has a... I buy this kind of equipment because one reason is because the warranty has a lifetime warranty on it, and these guys have... This is the second one of these. The first one I got had this like weird thing. It would cut. There were some lights on it somewhere or other. It would cut and then shut off. Cut and shut off. And when I talked to them about it, they said, "Don't worry about it. If you burn it up, we're just going to give you another one anyway. So burn it up." Like, what? I said, "I like using it without burning it up." So now the only time it'll shut off is when the battery is getting low, or if I use the that's a 4, so 2 amp. The 2 amp battery I get, it'll shut off on me. And some people don't like them. Some people are red red to, I don't know what to say. I'm trying to think of what to say there. Anyway, that's what, you know, some people like, red. I think they like to buy red because everybody has red. That's why I want to say that. I think you only want red because you want to buy what everybody else buys. I'm like, okay, knock yourself out. And they'll only give you what? Six. I'm trying to remember what somebody told me. Yeah, all of it. I mean, let's see. The only thing I have not burned up yet, the reciprocating saw is new. Right over there. We've had these. This is two of these. This is a new one. This is we've had two of these replaced. There's some kind of gear in there that I thought it was a plastic gear, and they said no, it's not a plastic gear. And I got this other tool that I couldn't find the. We got two of these. This is the big one. Here's the smaller one. I not burn these up at all at once. And they got 2-speed on them, high and low. I always have it in the 2. Sometimes I should put it in the 1. And then it's got a collar on it that you can turn. It's got hammer, so you can drill into cement. A drill, and then there's like you can use it for a screwdriver in the center. And then there's different torque adjustments on it. And I always leave it on drill because I have the other tool that you use for, because it comes in a pack. This, when you get this, you get the other thing, wherever I put that at, which I don't know what's at. Yeah. So this, you know, was I don't know. This was separate though. You know, this had to be bought separately than the other one. So, yeah. So I had to cut this guy off. They're all muddy with leaves and everything else, but yeah, I think that's like 22 and a half, right? 22 and a half. Yeah, so how was your day going? Mine's doing all right. I mean, I got one side of my brakes done. Live. Live. $22 and a 24 and a quarter, 25 and a half, 30 and a half. So we got 24 and a quarter. They tend to be all varying a little bit. They all tend to vary a little bit. Did we lose the auto jump? I must have. Sorry, I wasn't trying to cut you out. Yeah, so I had quit the conversations yesterday on the channel, but that was all right. I was trying to tell you that I'm going down to New Year's Eve here and do this cherry drop thing if you want to check that out. That'll be closer to midnight, so I'll be up there. I'll be down there after that. Midnight. That'll be fun to stay awake. Well, unfortunately, I don't have to work the next day, so that'll be all right. That'll be all right. I don't have to work, but maybe they won't ask me to work. Maybe they won't ask me to work a Thursday again, because last week the train came in and I just caught him going out of town out here by my house, so I missed most of it. I'll show that on the I'll show that on the other channel. If you, I don't know if you've ever, if I told you about that or not. The Along the Rails channel. Have I mentioned that to you yet? Have I said anything to you about that? Because 22 on quarter. Gets that. Yeah, this angle there, if I don't turn it the right way, it'll jump on me like that, and I always forget. I don't always forget. I just forget enough. And then I have to come back here and turn it around the right way. Were you able to see all the car stuff? Were you able to make out all that car video? Because it was getting dark, so it's getting dark. There we go. That was it. We're able to see the. You didn't see that messing up? Oh, I thought it was just me that. I think. Octo. You know, I think we're similar because I'm not technical either. Like I said, I played around with this bridge thing between my house for forever with another thing, and messed around with it and almost gave up. And almost ready to send it back, but yeah. So I just kept pressing on and finally got it working. So that's why we've got good signal right now, because before that I don't know, we spent a couple weeks, 2.5 weeks trying to get connection wireless connection between my garage, my house, and my garage, because I was just using like a little booster thing, a little green booster thing over there, that way, over that way, up on the ceiling over that way, that green thing, a blue thing. Yeah, I was using that with an antenna pointed down the road 6 miles for signal. So, but I got a router and I get to watch TV, or I get to watch a monitor thing, which I don't know. I think it's kind of nice to watch it on a big thing, but then again, then I'm just swinging back and forth, and probably that's why my neck's hurting. I don't think so. Yeah. Was it all right? Could you see it okay? I mean, because it looked like to me it was all right. Oh, it did. It did disconnect and cycle for a bit, and then it came back on. That's outside the house, so up in the garage. So. So you're saying it was good, huh? Yeah, I got a whole bunch of different anyways, okay. Yeah, because again, when I'm outside the house, and if I'm close to the house and I got Wi-Fi and it goes through the walls, I get some signal, but sometimes it just all drops. So I don't know. So anyways, I have a lot of channels, and this is the one with the most videos on it, and the one I'm doing, other than the one I just did a live on. It's kind of hard to find it. I'd show you up on the TV what it looks like, but it only shows up on my phone now. It doesn't show up on my it doesn't show up on my laptop, so the one I use for kind of editing a little bit, it's not showing up on there. So okay, that's good. Because it's the same as you do it on one side as the other side. The only question is going to be is if when I start up tomorrow morning and the brake light's on because I didn't press the brake pedal down or whatever else. Watch somebody else's video that didn't work on YouTube. Better yet, that's my beef. that's one of my beefs about YouTube is people put videos up that's supposed to apply to that car, and they say it's that car, but I don't think it's that same year. Or they'll give you a range of, between 1985 and 1999, it's supposed to be, no. And I get their motivation. Their motivation is to get views and to get revenue and more ads and more money in their pocket, and that's why they're doing it, and I understand that, and why wouldn't I do that too if I could make some money on it? But the video that I watched, another one again, I did what he said to do on that year vehicle that he says he has, and it doesn't do it. It doesn't work. What he said in his video doesn't work. And yeah, I mean, if they get they get lots of views on it, they'll never comment. Why should they comment when they're making money on it? People are watching it and finding out it doesn't work, and then people are leaving comments on it and say, hey, I got the same vehicle year thing as you got, and I tried what you just showed to do, and it ain't working. What do you want me to do now? Oh well, it was all the above. It was all the above, and I don't think I heard much more than other than that. I mean, the only thing, the difference between the rear brakes and that car versus another one that has rear brakes is this one has electronic parking brake. And that's why I watched the guy's video. I think I watched his video and looked at another one, and they both said something like that. And on my scanner that I have, that's been, my wife bought a lot of money for it, does not have that option in that scanner. To reset it, it's supposed to be like a reset for a parking brake. I don't know if I'm thinking I showed it in the video. I think I did something on my wife's car. Either the thermostat or the fuel hose. I think I brought my camera over, brought the phone over. He must be commenting to somebody else at the same time you're commenting to me. He must be watching two videos at the same time. Oh, you're fine. I'm okay with it. I get it. I just tell people, like, hey, if you're gonna come back, just subscribe to the channel so it's easier to find, you know. And then you know, of course you don't want to tell them, hey, by the way, if you think this guy stinks and you're tired of listening talking all the time and he never does anything, why would I want to subscribe to your channel for? Yeah. And I get that. But I think I've watched a few live channels that try to do something while they're doing it, and they're all about the same. They all start talking. Oh, okay. Well, again, the only way I know anything about the phones is the more I don't know if it's a hard knocks, but let me tell you, the way to learn is learn the hard way. Well, I'm on right now. You just subscribe to the channel right now. And then when it comes up, when the video comes up, when I come up live, it'll be right there. It'll show right there. Let me see. Let me see. Let me try it. Again, I'm gonna try it on my smart TV because it's smarter than I am, right? All right, so we're gonna go to YouTube, right? Here we go. Going to YouTube. We're going over to search bar. No, I can't take one short step for you. You just go to the search bar where it says search, and then you go up and then over. See, it's going to take me right to it now, but let me go that, and then over, and then go up to search, and then it comes down to this. You see that? The white over there? And these are two of my channels I have right now. I have this one here with the railroad stuff, And I have this one here that you can see right now. And this is the one we're on right now, with the motorcycle and that. And then it just says below it, subscribe. Right there. You click on that, and then it says right here, when you click on that guy, you right here, you got to click subscribe. So play mix or click over. And then you find one of my videos like that. You buy any one of those videos, you can click on subscribe and you'll find me. Or you can go down and follow them all the way along, because I got quite a few. And that was the one we did yesterday. Right there. This one. We did this yesterday. That's yesterday's video. Well, you want to borrow my glass? Oh. Alright, that's fine. I'm all good. I'm all good. Yeah, you just gotta, if you got me up right now, you're like almost there. I mean, you're just, all you gotta do is like go to the bottom, and it should have like, it should have subscribe there on, you know, live. I mean, I can go to my, okay, so right now, this is what you're on, this one right here. So if you click on that one, somewhere's on that line, it should have a button that says subscribe, and you just gotta click on the subscribe thing. Should be an oval thing like this that says subscribe in it. Or I get it, but it's pretty easy. If you subscribe to other people's channels, it's the same scenario as that. I can't. Do you have content on your channel? If you have content on your channel, you know what I mean by content, right? If you have content on your channel, if you have content on your channel, I can take and look at yesterday's video and just like I did with TTF, as I waited for the next, I don't know, the next day or whatever, and then I went and clicked on hers because she's, she said she gets notifications, and she gets notifications when I click on. I don't know if she comes on right away or not, but so her being in a different country doesn't show up that she's subscribed to my channel, and I'm not sure why. And if I was to ask YouTube that question, they would probably say I don't know what they would say. I can see that where she's from, that people are subscribed from there when I go into YouTube Studio, and that's where I've seen some of her comments that she's said to me in the past. Yeah, man, it's getting a little chilly in here again. Yeah, so I get it. You're trying. I get it. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you're trying. That's all right. I get it. Some of the stuff sometimes it takes me a while to get used to some stuff. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. So I'm thinking I gotta put two braces here. Two braces. And because especially if I have that tube coming up, something's got to hold that tube up. And I don't know where I'm going to find some stuff. So I want it to be like an arm joint at the pivot point. And so I got to find something that will slide over. I don't need it any bigger than this. And this pipe is 4.5 here. Oh, good deal. See? Just gotta kind of try. Maybe we're already into an hour and a half tonight, so we'll do it for a little bit longer. And so that's 4.5. Some people some companies make this flexible pipe that's 4.5, but